Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to start off with the healer role quests. And I'm going to hopefully not make a fool of myself. Stupid horse, get off the table. Anyway. I'm hopefully not make a fool of myself playing Scholar. I've played White Mage and Scholar, and I like Scholar a bit more. But I'm like, my brain just doesn't mesh with healer whatsoever. So I usually just end up playing Scholar. Actually, I usually just end up playing Summoner. And then I just get Scholar for free. Anyway, let's not dilly-dally any longer. We start off the role quests over at Niyupi. Is that right? Niyipin. Sure, we'll go with that. In the Sting of Times. Now I believe... Well, I mean, I can see in the background where we're going to Lenosha. I believe in the Endwalker ones, we actually went to Girabanya, and we had an interesting time with Fordola, where she actually, like, nearly turned into a blasphemy. So that was interesting. Niyipin's gaze is transfixed upon the crowds, until he spies you. What business do you have with me? I'm gonna help you, bro. Ah, my apologies. You were Brook Evu's guest, were you not? I am Niyipin, and I have journeyed far from the northern valleys of Dawntrail to reach this grand city. Tell me, traveler, what is your name? Brilliant. Rest assured, I shall remember it, you better. A shame that we must meet under these unfortunate circumstances. My village's prized possession was among the treasures stolen by the passage of the Unbound. It is known as the Heart Sting. Yeah, Heart Sting, okay. And the soul of a dread scorpion. One of the Troll Vidral is sealed within. The creature once hunted its prey using an array of toxins produced within its body. It was a menace to all. Those granted the Heart Sting's gift may wield this fearsome power as they see fit. We believe the thieves have already taken it across the ocean to Eorzea, and it will doubtless wreak havoc in the wrong hands. Thus, I seek the healer to remedy any harm wrought by the Heart Sting's toxins in that faraway land. I won't mince words. You're precisely the sort of woman I seek, and we must act quickly to avoid the worst. Will you lend us your aid? I mean, you couldn't find a healer? Well, I guess that's understandable. Aiding those in need is what I do best. It's also what I literally can't say no to. Fine, but don't expect any miracles. I mean, I can literally bring people back to life. I'd say that counts as a miracle. You have my gratitude. To the matter at hand, then. While I was making inquiries here in Tuliolol regarding the thieves' whereabouts, some Eorzean merchant told me a rather intriguing tale. Specifically, those returning from Limsa Luminza bring fell tidings. Tales of able-bodied men and women suddenly losing their vision. That's scary. An all too familiar account, as the Heart Sting allows mastery over all manner of poisons, including those that inflict temporary blindness. A great deal of training is required to properly utilize the Scorpion's gifts, but the blinding toxin is one of the simplest to wield. It seems to me that the brigands are the masterminds of these strange incidents, harnessing the treasure's power for their own nefarious ends. Loshkana, the village elder's daughter, makes for Limsa Luminza in pursuit of the Heart Sting. I intended to set sail with her, but my foot was badly injured by a strange mechanical doll during the thieves' ambush. Loshkana insisted I remain here to recover, and she would not take no for an answer. I must ask you to cross the sea in my stead, and provide Loshkana your aid. Considering that our enemy wields deadly poisons, the danger is too great for her to face alone. Based on when she departed, I presume she's arrived at her destination by now. She boarded a merchantman captained by a woman named Baldrib. These Rogadin names, man. Who is primarily based in the Mziliminza. She may be able to help you locate Loshkana. Alright, let's head on back to Limsa. Let's not ask any questions while our return point is set to Limsa. Well, first let's talk to Naipini. Once you have arrived in Mziliminza, seek out a woman named Rogadin name here, at the docks. She will surely point you in the right direction. Alright, let's not ask any questions while our return point is set to Mziliminza. Let's not read into it too much. Alright, looks like the captain of the ship is all the way over here, you know, at the docks. I mean, where else would she be? There's no more... Well, I guess the Fisherman's Guild has some docks over there, so maybe she could be there. But then again, this is where it seems like the, all the other places, all the other ships have been. Hello, Rogadin name here. I'm Rogadin name here. And if you're planning on to sell your healing services to me and my crew, don't. My ship ain't setting sail for a short while. I wasn't asking about you. Eh? You're looking for a Tirali woman named Loshkana? Aye, she made that crossing with us, trying to retrieve some sort of treasure, as I recall. I told her Hawker's Alley is her best bet for the latest chatter, so you may find her wandering thereabouts. Keep an eye out for a Huron lass in a red tunic carrying a spear on her back. She can't have gone too far. I can never do the pirate accent, right? So it ends up just coming out as a southern accent. Anyway, let's head on over to Hawker's Lane. Let's remember to actually use expedience. I know the abilities for Scholar through level 70 or so. But as with many classes, that's when it starts actually having enough buttons to make you think. So, I haven't really learned much past that. Anyway, it looks like this is our target. Hello, madam. The other guy's spear was a lot more impressive. Oh, hello there, stranger. Can I help you? Naipin sent you to help, did he? Seeing as I've hit something of a dead end, your timing couldn't be better. I suppose proper introductions are in order, then. I'm Loshkana of Dawntrail, and you are... Yeah, there are a lot of tribes. The little hat, I haven't commented about the outfit. So this is the Dawntrail Scholar set, or what do they call it again? Relic armor? No, I don't remember what they call it. But this is the Scholar. I'm pointing to it, like you can see my hand. This is the Scholar armor, and like I always find it so goofy that they always dress up like this. Like they have these what do they call them again? These Scholar hats. Sure, we'll go with that. But this one's just got this little tiny one, and of course a monocle because you are very scholarly. A pleasure to meet you, Brilliant. With that, we're strangers no longer. Right. I'm not sure how much Naipin's already told you, but I assume you'll want to hear more about the day of the theft. Sure. Do you have any witnesses? We know what this person even looks like? My father and Naipin had just set a trap using one of the Heartsting's toxins, and were on their way to return the treasure to its resting place. But an evil presence stirred in the wilds that night. Mechanical dolls with great glowing... Okay, it's going to be this person. Because I remember there was somebody with a mammoth. I think that's what they're called. And then she was like really wanted to like play pranks on everyone or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. Mechanical dolls with great glowing eyes leapt from the shadows and gravely wounded them both. My father survived the encounter, thankfully, but he was unable to give chase. And Covalesce's okay, I need to look up what this word actually is. It obviously means like resting. Convalescent means to return to health and strength after ills and recuperate.
Convalesce.
Convalesce, okay. And convalesces now in my home village. The culprits' faces eluded him in the darkness. Of course, that's literally what I wanted to know, but they didn't see them. But he heard two voices, a man's and a woman's. He recognized neither, so we're certain they aren't from our village. Whoever those two were, they must have been the ones controlling the dolls before making off with the heartsting. Also, who's the man? I guess, I don't know, I remember the woman with the mammoth in the intro meeting, but I don't know who the man would be. Brook Evu said they're part of the Passage of the Unbound, but I'm afraid that's all I know of the culprits. How useful. Still, that may change if I can ascertain the cause of the recent blinding incidents that have occurred here. Unfortunately, I haven't had much luck asking about. Well, that's because I haven't gotten here to progress the questline, obviously. What questline? The thought of addressing even one person here is, well, overwhelming. Oh, so you haven't done anything yet? When you're from a remote village like mine, the few I've attempted to speak with were too busy to even listen in the first place. You, on the other hand, look ready to take on the world, or the universe, or, you know, any being that's threatening threatening all of existence. Or at least this city. I'm sorry to ask you this so soon after we met, but could you help me gather the latest hearsay at the markets? I mean, that's why I'm here. Many thanks. I'll search the quieter districts for clues in the meantime, and hopefully not get myself lost along the way. We'll just open the map if you get lost. What map? Nothing. I still have the muscle memory to go off to the right side of my screen and change the scene after every cutscene. Just from playing on an ultra-wide for so many years. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to this person right here. I'm not going to try and pronounce that, just wrote a name here. What have you got? The recent chaos in the markets. I'm told the Yellow Jackets have been thoroughly investigating the matter in cooperation with the Adventurers Guild. If you're in a hurry, there's a Yellow Jacket making her rounds by the way of the Fisherman's Guild. She'd be a good one to ask. And now I have to go to the other ones before I can go and talk to her. Let's see. Can I read this person's name? Oh no, it's another Rogadin name. Hello, Rogadin name here, number 3. Blinding incidents? Aye, I know of them. Started with some bad fruit at a stall in Hawker's Alley. A few bites in, folks suddenly go writhing around like beach sea serpents, claiming they can't see a bloody thing. I don't blame them for raising hells with the shopkeep neither. Poor sods couldn't move an ilm till the treatment came and they could see properly. The shopkeepers was rightly furious about the whole ordeal, and took it up with his longtime supplier. Escalated into a real spectacle, it did. Turns out the same problem was occurring in other stalls and with fruit from different suppliers. So it don't make sense to pin the blame on individual sellers if the whole supply chain's tainted. Even now, nobody knows what's causing it. Grim business, I tell you. Yeah, I tell you what. And let's see, the last person is over in the other side of the markets. Hello, Rose. Why yes, I know about the blinding incidents. I experienced it firsthand. I was rather peckish, so I purchased some fruit from a local stall and took a few bites on my way home. But before I knew it, my vision went dark. I stood there shaking and crying, terrified of what would happen if the darkness never faded. I thought I was alone, till I heard a woman nearby howling with laughter. That's useful. Fortunately, I didn't suffer for long. A passing adventurer cured my sight with Asuna, and I went about the rest of my day as though nothing happened. But I haven't been able to look at fruit the same way since. You're gonna get scurvy like that. Your investigations of Hawker's Alley has proven successful, but you sense there is more to be found. Seek out the Yellow Jacket on patrol, who may have further details on the blinding incidents. Will do. Hello, Sunny Yellow Jacket. 12 be good! You're Brilliant Mason, aren't you? The Brilliant Mason? Oh no. A fangirl. I already have to deal with Graha and Alize enough, and I don't need any more. It's an honor to meet the realm's vaunted hero up close. Normally I like it, but it's a bit much. Is there aught I can assist you with? I hear all sorts on my rounds, so if it's information you're after, you come to the right person. Yeah, can you just tell me about the blinding incidents? Oh yes, the serial blindings. They're causing a terrible ruckus around here. You know a woman in red came this way a few moments ago to ask about the very same. I take you to her acquaintance? Oh yeah, that would, yeah, we talked a little bit. Aha, I thought so. As I told her, another incident was reported yesterday morning. The victim bought fruit from a local vendor, took a few bites, then temporarily lost all vision, same as the rest. The vendor in question was last seen to the south of the Octant, so I'm headed there next to follow their trail. You're welcome to join me if it'll help your investigation. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Especially if the quest marker tells me to go there. And it seems like it has. I guess the fastest way would be to go around this way. I never walk on this portion of the map because I just teleport to the Fisherman's Guild. I guess I gotta go around. Yeah, I never take, like I just said, I never take this part, so I actually don't know the route through here. But, oh, looks like somebody's having some fun over here. And by fun, I mean, they are ailing. What happened, Lushkana? Brilliant! Is this man going to be alright? Well, as soon as I cast a Suna on him, I think he'll be fine. Can't move. Well, you can talk. That's all Lala's really need, right? He's paralyzed. We've got to do something. But I'm no talent for healing magics, but good thing you got a healer here. And I don't have any spine drops on me either. Spine drops. That thing that they added in ARR that nobody ever actually remembers exists because it's only useful in deep dungeons. Perhaps this Suna might do the trick? Yeah, that's why where the heck is this Suna on here? Oh, it's right here. Why do I have it there? I probably shouldn't have it here. Whatever. Oh, right. As soon as an instant cast now. I forgot. I'm healed? I'm healed! Oh, thank the 12. And you lot, of course. About the 12. Excellent work, Berlian. On behalf of the Yellow Jackets, I owe you my thanks as well. Yeah, no, what about your Gil? Now, I hate to ruin the mood, but I'll need to report this to my superiors. Could you tell me what transpired before we found you, sir? It was awful. Just awful, I tell you. Well, you're gonna tell us? I was walking home after another arduous day at work, minding my own business, when a Lalafellan merchant suddenly called out to me. And you listened to them? You, my good man, look exhausted, he said. Why not soothe your weary spirit and fill your empty belly with one of the realm's sweetest apples? You earned it. Nay, you deserve it. 'Twas a tempting sales pitch, sure. But I wasn't keen to gamble on potentially cursed fruit. Sensing my apprehension, he proudly declared his merchandise safe to eat. And you trusted him? He sounded sincere enough. Even took a bite of the apple himself. That doesn't sound sanitary. No tainted fruit here, he boasted. Just normal, honest-to-God's produce. He sold me the apple at a reasonable discount, and all seemed well. Yeah, well, that nefarious Lalafellan smile is probably not trustworthy. Also, how did you not crack your skull? That is, until I took my first bite. Numbness spread through my body like wildfire. I collapsed on the ground, struggling to speak a single word. The vendor and his fruit had suddenly betrayed me. Yet I knew not how. As I fell, a woman's shrill laughter echoed from a few yalms away, and the vendors soon followed. I never saw the woman for myself, what with the whole not being able to move business. but between her laughing fits, she made a mention of a heart sting, or some such. Ah, that's what we're looking for. Oh, you poor dear. And this woman you mentioned, you're positive she spoke the word heart sting? As surely as the wind blows. For mercy, neither she nor her vendor friend tried to steal my belongings. But they've certainly stolen my dignity. I hope those conniving charlatans get what's coming to them. I don't see how this is supposed to be destroying the order of things, you know, like the Passage of the Unbound claim they're doing. This is dangerous fruit we're dealing in. First blindness, now paralysis? But first things first, I should escort this man home. If you've a mind to pursue the perpetrator further, then have care out there, alright? Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Loshkana and wrap this one up. There's no doubt about it then. Our thieves are at large, right here in Limbs of the Minza. The blinding toxin is simple enough to master, but it's unsettling how quickly they've learned to inflict paralysis as well. I just don't see what purpose this all serves me either. Were you able to learn anything about their motives? It sounded like they just want to, you know, make fun of people. So they take pleasure in their victims' pain, but nothing more. At least, nothing more that we know of. I'm clicking, come on. Whatever their true aim may be, we must discover it quickly before more victims suffer at their hands. A hunter must adapt to their environment if they wish to snare their prey. But I have so much to learn about this place. Still, I've tracked them this far, which is a good start. For the time being, I'd like to petition those officers in yellow for any new information they acquire on the Heart Sting's whereabouts. When we come across any promising leads, I hope I can count on your support again. I mean, I guess so.